And audio's up. Good. Look at that. We don't have to fiddle around with hardware. Hey guys. Now, the only thing I'm not 100% sure of is if the suit's coming out today or tomorrow, because the timestamp shows 10:22. Okay, it is in now. Okay, cool. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at the EXS, which just got added as a shadow drop. Literally got announced like, what, 2 hours ago. And then we're gonna look at the alterations for it. So I was just worried that it was gonna come out tomorrow, not today, because there was no download or anything. So anyways, let's look at the EXS. Now, I did skip out on doing the discussion video for this, obviously, because I didn't really have a lot of time. So instead what I'm going to do is, as I'm going through and looking at the parts, I'm going to talk about the EX skills as I see them, because I have a script set up for the suit that I had written. I just didn't have time to make a video, obviously. So, just so you guys know, Alice is the name of the built-in AI for the EXS. It became self-aware eventually because Gundam Sentinel, which is what this is from, the pilot for this suit, Rio Roots, was garbage. Like he was a terrible pilot. So the AI of the suit, Alice, that's an acronym, did most of the fighting for him. So that's the only reason the suit actually managed to do anything useful, because of the AI. Yeah, it's like giving a mook that normally pilots a ball, a friggin' Gundam. You ain't gonna go very far with it. AI carried him, and that's Alice. So what's the actual buffs? Yep, pseudo personality system to temporarily increase your unit's performance. Okay, you get a shot attack boost, a speed boost, and a melee defense boost. I wish the melee defense was gone, it was just a shot attack boost, but it's a typical awakening, frankly, so. Ace exclusive high firepower. Those are very good tags for a shooter. I have no complaints about them. High firepower obviously is no longer the best, but it does give you the shot attack boost, and as I said multiple times, at the end of the day, if you get a third tag on your suit that doesn't give you an extra shot defense 5% or whatever, you're only losing like 1.6, 1.7% total, which is negligible, frankly. Numbers wise. Yep, okay, so it's a typical limited head for stats, really nothing terribly amazing here. Almost breaks 5k shot attack after change gears. Okay, cool. Solid head. The EX skills bog standard. It's got nice tags for shooter. It's got nice numbers. Nothing jaw dropping. Nothing terribly amazing, but it's good. Absolutely. Oh, hey, go back there, you. You don't need armor on a shooter, Nino. That's not how you play shooter. With long rifle category equipped shooting power boosted. It's really easy to find long rifles right now, and there's a lot of long rifles that are like really powerful too. So easy to find. You get your shooting power boost. Ace exclusive high firepower again. Nice. This is gonna have a lot of shot attack for torso. That's what, pushing 600 change? So you're looking at like 2,500 shot attack on the torso. That is really nice. Yeah, I like those numbers. It's got a nice trait. You get your shooting power boost. You have your nice word tags, and you have a ton of shot attack. Okay. Arms. One enemy shot down, reduce. Okay. So I've talked about this before and why I personally don't like it. I can understand why people would, don't get me wrong. I just find that when you've limited it to one enemy shot down, you've immediately restricted a lot of its use. You can't use it in 1v1 arena. You can't use it in any multi-missions where there's only one enemy, and so on and so forth, right? It'll be good in missions that you have multiple enemies in and you're looking for something to quickly pop off an EX skill, but you're missing out on some content, which is why I look at it and go, I don't really like it that much. But it's still a 50% reduction instantly, so. Ace exclusive Transformer. Transformer, useful to activate certain traits. Outside of that though, it does give you the 10% shot defense though, so there is that. That does convert very well over with change gear, but I still think it would, well, at 10%, you're changing 3. Yeah, you'd still get more out of just a 5% shot attack third tag down, so. Not by much, because you're only missing like one change, but numbers wise, 13, 14, 4-ish. So 1900 shot attack on the arms. We've seen arms that break 2k after change gear, so this isn't like super top tier, but this is still really good for arms, having shot naturally 1500 and then almost getting to 2k, so. Oh wait, yeah, crap, no, you're right. I've been looking at the numbers. Have I been looking at all the numbers wrong? No, I haven't. Okay, good. For a second there, I thought I was pulling a real big dumb, but I'm only pulling a partial dumb. Don't mind me. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, we don't really care about the melee attack on these arms because they're shooter arms. It's going to have obviously a lot less melee attack than any melee set arms. But yeah, no, nice. It's got Ace exclusive. Transformer's a workable tag. It's a part trait I don't really like, but I can't say it's bad. You know, it does have its uses. And it has nice shot attack. So, cool. Move on to the legs. Okay, Reflector Incom. So, the Incom's an interesting thing, because when I was doing the reading up on it, from what I was able to find, the Incom's actually built into the head of the EXS, not in the legs. Let me just grab the Incom info here. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, it has an Incom in its head, but I guess it also has it in the legs? What is going on here? What do you... Anyways, long and short with the Incom. What is it? Yeah, disc-shaped device, internal beam gun, wire... So it's like a bit, it looks like, yeah. It's a bit. And it can reflect. No. Laser. Yeah, no, it's literally just a bit. That's all the Incom is. And the Reflector Incom uses an eye field to reflect it. Okay. So that's the way it works. So the head has bits, and the Reflector Incoms on the legs are used to deflect beams and be really, really tricky in battle. That's interesting, actually. It's an interesting use of the suit. It reminds me a lot of the Forbidden Gundam, actually, where it was able to curve beams, or even the Genesis. Wow, that was a terrifying thing to see. But curved beams, or curved swords, take your pick. Okay. So, fire an unpredictable shot, blah blah blah, eye field. So this is going to be your cutscene EX skill. You get a shot attack boost, and you're set. Okay, so that's I don't know if that's unique. That's a really neat combination. So you get your shot attack boost, and your squad resist is flinching. Typically, resist flinch is seen on direct buffs or melee, not so much on shot. I don't know if this is unique, or we've seen it on other shot EX skills before, this combination, but cool. Yep, and they'll most likely upgrade to S with the alterations. Okay, I got no real complaints on this. You get a healthy shot attack boost. That's really all you can ask for with a damage EX. Numbers wise, 2041, so it's gonna be just a 6 change. So you're looking at just under 2,000 shot attack on the legs, which is really good. 2,000 shot attack, no complaints. Ace exclusive transformer. I already talked about that with the arms. Okay. Yeah, no, powerful EX skill, good stats, definitely workable tags. Okay, backpack. OG druggie suits when. Man, I really want the Calamity. God, I just want to fire laser beams everywhere. Alright, back beam cannon. A plus Pierce D power. I don't know why we're even bothering looking at it. It's going to hit like a wet noodle, at least in its current 6-star state. Okay, Ace exclusive transformer. Let's see what I said about the other parts. Numbers, what are we playing with? Shot defense, about 4 change. So 2,300 shot attack, that's pretty solid for a backpack. Okay. Okay. So the EX skill is completely useless, as it is. The numbers, good. The tags, definitely workable. All right. And, the weapon. Beam Smart Gun. Yes. If your technique attribute, EX skill power boosted. Easy to be technique. You get a nice healthy boost out of it. Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, no, it does get up there though. It doesn't break 10k on its own, but it definitely gets up there. No real complaints about the numbers. Ace exclusive Transformer again. I wish that was high firepower instead of Transformer, frankly, but here we are. Okay. It's got a good amount of shot defense on it too. That's different. Okay. Alright. I don't know if the gun's insulting us. The numbers aren't really that bad on it, frankly. Alright, so 5% drop rate on the 6-star, 16% in the prime pool, not even 17. Oof. Alright. What do you get as freebies? Yeah, the items you need to alternate it and all that. Alright, cool. Well, let's look at the alteration version, shall we? Yeah, man, like I said, like as it is, it's not a bad gun, right? But you're gonna have to obviously alterate it for it to actually be decent. So, at least in comparison to the other guns we've had access to that have alterations. Alright, let's see what happened to Alice. Probably bumped up to 39, right? Yep. Alright, so the buff just got more solid. Awesome. The numbers are way up there. Oh, we're almost at 10k shot attack. Oh, I don't like that. Torso. Long shooter job. I don't like the second trait that much. I've said multiple times I don't really like when a offensive trait gets a defensive trait added on afterwards. I feel like you don't get as much bang for your buck alterating it, but you know, at least it's an EX skill power reduction and not a melee or shot, so it is a catch-all reduction. Could be a lot worse. You will get stupid numbers out of the torso because it was already really good out of the box. So something you may want to put on the table to upgrade, if anything, just for the numbers it's going to give you. When armor is 60% or more, shooting power boosted. Very easy to keep yourself above 60% armor. Nice. So you get your cooldown reduction and a huge boost to your damage output. And do remember that these start, if I remember correctly, 20%. Yes, so this is a stupid good buff even at just EX1 or trait level 1. So, all right. Yeah, and the final numbers are ridiculous. Alteration, man. The pseudo 7-star system. Yep, S power, 39% shot attack boost, no complaints. Yeah, no. Legs are definitely good. Okay. Now what happened with the backpack? This is what I'm concerned about. Alright, so I went to A plus B plus. So B plus power, this does technically become a viable EX skill, as it does have the power and obviously a lot of pierce attached onto it. No real complaints. Personally, I would go for 2 cutscene EX skills and then 1 quickfire or magazine or something like that. But you can build however you want on your suit. Like my Barbados has the Shining Finger, which is a quickfire. It's like a pseudo EX, you know, or cutscene. But it does have a very short cooldown cycle. And then I have a Awakening and then a cutscene. It's all just there to buff the cutscene. On my primary shooter suit, I have 1 cutscene and 2 quick fires, but I found with the Kshatriya, when I originally built that, the quad, having a magazine and 2 cutscenes worked really well, because I could use the magazine for a little bit, cutscene, magazine, then the last cutscene. Kept up the DPS, but you build whatever works for you. No complaints about the post-alteration numbers. This is what I figured was going to happen when I saw it had D power before. It just seemed really weird for it to have D power on a limited suit, so they definitely cranked up the numbers on that. And lastly, the rifle. EX skill power the legs. Nice. Alright, so you get an EX skill power boost and you boost the legs further. Cool. Obviously, that second trait's only useful if your legs have an EX skill on it. Surprise, literacy. But nice. And obviously you get a good amount of shot attack out of it too, breaking past 11k post alterations. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, the entire suit, at base form, it's not bad. It's got good numbers on it. It will give you a stupid amount of shot attack once you've put all the marks on it. And it has a good amount of traits and obviously the healthy amount of EX skills on it. Once you alterate it, it obviously will bring way more numbers, but the buffs become much more viable in general. It doesn't hit the 49% that we know is the current cap, but it gets the second best, which is 39%. So what I would consider thinking about if you are not exactly camping on a ton of Haro chips, and you're looking for shooter stuff, if I were to ballpark a guess, the Strike Freedom and Infinite Justice alterations will most likely come with the anniversary for the game. I reckon it'll be added around that time. The only reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure that's when the suits were originally added to the game, was on the anniversary. And yeah, they were when they were added really powerful. At least the Strike Freedom was. So adding alterations then would make sense. To me anyways. They may add it on Valentine's, they may add it randomly, but anyways. Pull this or Ultra exclusive capsule. If you have the choice between the two, pull the Ultra, because you are guaranteed to get the 10 5-star parts plus one of your choice, right? Because to roll the Ultra, unless I'm mistaken, that requires the ticket, doesn't it? Which you can only buy from the shop. Yeah. So, in terms of pure bang for your buck, the Ultra capsule is amazing. The EXS Gundam itself is not bad by any means, but as we've seen as the game progresses, unless you unbelievably love this suit, I would say wait if you're able to, because this will come back in a bullseye. We'll have more avenues to get this. If you're looking just for stats and numbers, we'll most likely see something comparable to this in a month or so from now, if not better than it. So no rush, right? Anyways, with that, guys, there's really nothing left to talk about, as this was the only content that was added today, which on one hand is a huge blessing for me, because it means I don't have to do a ridiculously long stream. So yeah, no complaints here. So I will wrap up, guys. Thanks for tuning in for the emergency stream that we had, because yeah, this came out of left field, and see you in the next one.